and welcome to Community Forum. I am Sarah Yeku. We're filming from one of the remotest places in Nigeria. It's located in the northeastern part of the country and shares border with Niger Republic. The community is known as Machina. One interesting fact about the community is that it shares blood relations with snakes, and they're also friends with them.
So, this is how we began a journey, the very long one, to Machina. We're on a quest, one that seeks to find out how much people know about projects in their communities. Through the Maiduguri-Damaturu Road, we traveled to the pride of the Sahel, Yobe State, which was carved out of Borno State in 1991. It is a journey of about 133 kilometers. The sky shut down and darkness fell. It is night and the moon illuminates the city. The first beam of sunshine lands on Yobe State's capital, Damaturu. And we set out at first light. This time, we aren't alone. We're on this journey with a non-governmental organization, Connected Development, whose mission is to provide marginalized and vulnerable communities with resources to amplify their voices, especially through its Follow the Money program. How has Follow the Money been empowering communities with access to information?
Follow the Money so far has tracked over $158 million, and we've saved government over 50 billion naira from our tracking initiative. In Yobe State, for instance, we've tracked over 2.5 billion naira in the area of basic healthcare, access to water, sanitation and hygiene, and also access to primary education.
It is a sunny day on the beautiful roads of Damaturu, and people are up and about. Early morning tea is a daily starter for many here. Through towns and villages we traveled, all the while taking note of the scenery filled with trees and shrubs, as well as red earth. The northern winds, full of fury, traveling with us. Visibility is poor, and driving along this route requires a lot of caution. here in Babangida community in Tarmuwa local government area of the state, residents are still reeling from attacks by Boko Haram. All they seek now is the security of their lives and property. Beautifying the landscape are these beasts of burden, taken in the scorching sun of the desert. We are now on the 109-kilometer Kaliyaari Bayamari Gaidam Road. It is in need of some minor maintenance and asphalt overlay. The contractors are, however, nowhere to be seen. Our journey still far, and our movement along communities, though smooth, we had to move cautiously. Insecurity is a major issue as many communities along this route have been attacked in the past. There are security checkpoints, but no one is seen manning them. It is hazy, and vehicles navigate their way through. The winds do not make the situation any better. We are now left with more desert-like landscapes as we continued our journey through villages and farmlands. Sand dunes are taking over a vast portion of lands because of the dry nature of the climate here. The desert is now encroaching into villages and farmlands, leaving devastating impact on food and livestock production and forcing many to migrate. We arrived Dapchi, a dusty farming and herding community. more than 100 kilometers northwest of Damaturu, the state capital. It is also the headquarters of Yobe State's Busari local government. On the community, things seem to have gone back to normal, even with attacks on the community and surrounding villages. People were seen going about their activities, although with caution. Those gathered under a tree, those selling firewood, and those working in the windy weather. Daughter. Her fellow schoolmates remember her and can hardly hold back their tears. Government Girls Science and Technical College remains, sitting on a large expanse of land, but no one seems to be in sight. It is no longer in use as the schoolgirls have been sent to other locations to continue their education. We observe that one security checkpoint stationed in front of the school and other checkpoints meters away are devoid of security officers, making commuters race past the town in fear of a terror attack. We are at the Education Secretary's office in Dapchi to see how things are. Books are stacked upon each other here for onward dissemination to schools in Busari local government. A testimony to the fact that the insurgents may have carried out attacks, but they have not and will not succeed in closing down the schools. Suleiman Bururo says the office is a busy one, despite the atmosphere of fear in the air.
This insurgency affected girls' secondary school more than any other schools, because the other schools we have primary and junior day, which the children are together with their parents. And these Boko Haram insurgencies are used to come around 4 to 5 always, and that times primary school children are together with their parents, so as junior secondary school children also together with their parents. In most cases it has affected Gigi. That is why even Gigi has been transferred to Nguru. They have been given a temporary site there at Nguru. They have been now totally transferred to Nguru. But the life of the people in Dapchi now, to some extent, somehow we are managing, because we always fear of this insurgency, because they used to come anytime. We don't know the arrival, but they have attacked our military men, and they have even exchanged fire between our military men and the Boko Harams, of which both sides have victims, casualties.
School enrollment is increasing, but challenges remain. But the Education Secretary's office needs some renovation. The ceilings are falling and doors have to be replaced.
I just made it like this.
So are you not afraid that it could collapse anytime?
Anyway, I will not fear it, because I just made it like this. Therefore, I have to walk. When during the rainy season, we used to even park ourselves in just in Moscow or somewhere where there is nothing. Yes, but we are applying. We are always been writing to repair or construct another one.
Since the Damaturu-Geshwa Road is not secure, commuters have had to abandon the 100-kilometer Dapchi-Damaturu Road due to the attacks and killings. Many have had to turn to the Geshwa-Jakusko-Potiskum Road, a longer route, with the hope that their safety may be guaranteed.
Alright, so tell us how often you travel with this road. Is this Geshwa Road?
Yeah, this is Geshwa Road, starting from Damaturu. It will take you to Geshwa, and from Geshwa there is a diversion that will take you to Gaidam and other exits.
But how worried, how concerned are you when you look at the security men on the roads, the checkpoints that you see on the road? Are you satisfied with what the government has done so far?
On a very serious note, the situation of this road is very disturbing. As you can see, the military presence is nothing to write home about. Starting from Damaturu, the only checkpoint one will see is at the exit point of Damaturu. From Damaturu, hence, you will not see a single military presence, only in Tarmua. And that one also was deployed because of the constant complaints of the people living in Babangida. There has been a constant attack, and the government has been called to provide some troop presence in this town. So that was why the government responded, but this response was not holistic. It just provided very few vigilante, what we call civilian JTF, alongside mobile police and some few military personnel. They will usually withdraw They leave the town even before the coming of the insurgents. Most of them have reports of the coming of insurgents, so they usually withdraw and leave the people at the mercy of Boko Haram. For example, in Dapchi, the military withdrew completely from the town. Before in Dapchi, in that bridge, you will see military presence, and in that school where girls were abducted not long ago, there is also military presence, but they are nowhere to be found anymore. So what I'm calling on the government...
I understand that sometimes they do patrols.
The patrol is mainly on conveyance of either VIPs to Geshwa or any other, or even international NGOs who insist on towing the road. It is not on protecting harmless civilians.
What we are watching on television and what is actually happening in our areas is totally different.
The situation in Dapchi now, Dapchi town is camp. 75% people of Dapchi has backed out of the town and left the town. Women and children are all left the Dapchi to other towns and villages. Some are in bushes, staying there since from the attack when the militants come last week to Dapchi. And when the people heard that the militants are on their way coming to Dapchi for the next attack, that is the reason why people left the town in order to fairness, because there is not any single security in Dapchi as of now. There is no vigilance, there is no police, there is no Nigerian army. That's why the people must be afraid and leave the town. They cannot defend themselves. They don't have anything to do rather than to leave the town. So our appeal to the government is to let them see us. We are Nigerian, we are citizens of Nigeria, we are Yobe State, indigenous of Yobe State, we are in the Bursari local government headquarters. Have to appeal this thing to the government in order to provide us with security. Let them deploy Nigerian army to come and put their best in Dapchi.
So ina kira ga mai girma shugaban kasa ya duba wannan al'amari. Lalle muna cikin matsala, wanda matsalan nan mu da muke nan mu muka san matsalan da muke ciki.
Our journey continued to Machina through the Geshwa Road. Geshwa is the headquarters of Bade local government area of Yobe State, and it is busy on this day as people go about their daily activities. The road is full of many sceneries, people and goods on the road, people sitting comfortably on top of a moving car, and a tanker spraying water on the dusty road.